Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
First of all, Francis, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's finally the end of 2020. But you know what they say?
No.
We're fucked.
Yo, because did you hear that they're already spreading these rumors about a new strand?
Yeah,
Which,
That's why Germany's on lockdown right now.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Yanius.
But this is the thing, guys. You know, COVID-19 was called COVID-19 for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it was
coronavirus in 2019, yeah.
Yeah. So every year, there's going to be a new strain.
I'm okay with this.
I'm not.
I can't change it.
Yo, what's the likelihood we're going to be in some form of controlled lockdown for 2021?
Almost positive.
No, but I'm talking about for at least half, if not the majority of 2021.
I'm not gonna say like I don't know how. The problem is you can say lockdown. I'm not sure exactly how much, like, if we're talking in prison terms, is it maximum security lockdown? You know what I mean? Like, how much of a lockdown is it? It's them, lockdown as in them telling you can't go outside, where people are still gonna go outside. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, the mandatory house lockdown.
Yeah, it really depends. Oh yeah, Happy New Year again.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
It's 2021. Didn't think we'd make it this far, but here we are.
Okay, so
2021.
I'm looking at it both from a positive and a negative, to where, like you, I'm happy 2020's over. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I can't remember what happened in 2020, so it feels like a lost year.
2020, imagine if you were like in a coma.
Yeah.
And that's 2020. Like, you don't know how long you've been there, but suddenly you wake up and time has passed. It's like coming out of a coma.
And that's a perfect metaphor, because coming out of a coma, if
everyone's like beard is thicker, their hair is longer.
Even though for you it feels like nothing passed.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're the one who lost all the time.
It was our coma year. It was everyone's coma year. Which I think is nuts because you don't really like. I haven't heard anything about. Outbreaks. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Over there, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, bam, new strain where I'm locked down." I'm like, bro, what you mean, bro? But I mean, then again, I don't watch the news that much. But I did hear about the new strain thing. But
I just find it funny, at least in America, they said, "Oh, give it 2 to 4 weeks, then we'll be good." And
that's because it's a fucking joke. It's because America's a fucking joke. Let's be honest, right? Like, it's a joke. I think our state's kind of cautious. I would say, like, we're up there.
Oh, no, definitely.
Yeah, Edwin's just shook his head no, but yeah.
New York, Cali.
Yeah, I think it's because population-wise we have to be.
But Florida is a high population.
That's because Florida's fucking nuts. Florida's always been nuts.
Texas.
Florida man fights alligator. Florida's always been nuts.
What about Texas?
Texas, although it's so huge that people are 6 feet apart from each other. They're okay. Problem is, like I said, as a country, we can't all agree on something, so we're all fucked. Oh man, we're gonna go on lockdown with the next state over? Nah, it's all good. Come over here, have a party, and then go back to your state with our fucking shit. It's like, all right.
Well, to be fair, I look at it like Europe. If Sweden doesn't have the same rates as England, why should Sweden go on the same lockdown as England?
I agree.
Okay.
But it's just weird. I think it's just, I don't know.
I honestly believe nobody knows.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right.
But here's the thing, though. As a country, because we're all one huge country, right?
Yeah, size of Europe.
That's the thing. Is like, at least there you're changing countries. So a country has, you go to a different country, they obviously have different standards and shit like that. You know what I mean? Different. Yeah. Everything's a different set. But with America, it's like, yeah, we all operate under like this federal law, but then there's all these state laws that change depending on which state you go to.
And local laws.
So it's like, and it's so huge that you can, like, if you don't like the laws in your state, just take a 4-hour drive. You'll get out of there. If you go from where you're at to your nearest exit point of your state borderline, most likely you can get out in 4 hours.
Yeah.
With us, you can get out. You can go to a whole new country in an hour. The whole thing is you can be in a different state by the end of the day. All right, I'll just go somewhere else. And you don't have to worry about nothing because technically you're still in your own country. Where if you were, in UK and you were going to, like you said, Sweden or something, or wherever, you still have to, technically you'd be traveling under a visa, I guess. Because you are changing countries. If we go to Mexico, we still need our visa, passport, whatever this fuck that shit is. 2021. Hoping it brings peace and prosperity to the children of Earth. 2021. I'm hoping I can go on vacation and not get COVID, which probably isn't gonna happen.
Fuck.
I'm hoping I can run into some money and some good fortune. I'm hoping to run into some good things. That's all I can say. I don't have like anything in specific. I'm just hoping good things happen.
The travel thing was a good one though.
Nah.
I'm so.
I just look at it where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna save up more for the next trip.
We're getting a Boba Fett show, or they're releasing.
I don't care about that.
They're releasing an Ahsoka show.
I don't care about that either. Jar Jar Binks?
Sadly,
you said
no.
the Supreme Leader?
Yo, can I just say this? When I was editing that part of the video, after I edited it, I legit listened to it 2 more times because it was so funny for me.
Adrian doesn't like the idea. He hates it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, it's such a good idea, right, Edwin? Jar Jar Binks is he's the Sith leader. He's a Sith Lord. Yeah. It's a good, but how better would the movie have been if when he turned around,
it was Jar Jar.
It was just Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, tenfold.
Yeah. Me said the Supreme Leader. Like, that shit would have been on point. And we didn't get that.
And, when you think about it, they wouldn't have had to do the whole plot with that stupid, you have to find these objects to teleport from planet to planet bullshit.
Yeah.
Because that was somehow mixed in with how Palpatine was able to resurrect himself. It was
yeah, spoiler alert.
As we stated before, nobody talks about.
Edwin, you gotta watch the last podcast because there's a fucking thing about Jar Jar Binks you gotta read or watch. No, all right, just real quick, I'll go over it. It's like 30 seconds. Okay, yeah. So basically, you find out what happens to Jar Jar Binks at the end, that he was exiled from like his culture / country, whatever the hell it was, his nation. He was exiled for doing bad stuff apparently, and then this little boy approaches him who has like this like he's scarred and disfigured like fucking the Snoke, right? Snoke is his name.
But I wouldn't say like, I would say exactly.
Yeah, like they mention like, yeah, he has like a scar running along his face and stuff, like the ear. Yeah, they mention the ear and everything. It's in the book apparently. And the Jar Jar Binks is like, do you want me to teach you? Or something like that, right? He says something like that. He's like, do you want me to teach you? And then he takes the kid off and he teaches him. He fucking teaches Supreme Leader Snoke, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. He's the ultimate Sith Lord. That's the next movie. I'd watch it. I'd definitely pay to watch it.
If they did that, not only would they completely cancel 8, they would cancel 9.
Yeah, but why not? They already fucked it up. Why not? Why not fuck it up just for the meme points? Look at Rainbow Six Siege, bro. You saw what they did with Tachanka? They made Tachanka a god just from the meme points alone.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Dude, Tachanka was so useless that people were like, he's the best character ever. And everyone kept saying it for years and years. And he's been garbage for years and years and years.
So it's a joke.
Yeah, for the meme points.
Yeah.
But now he's an actual god.
Ubisoft updated his stats.
They finally first of all they did finally update him where he has a fucking grenade launcher that fucking is basically shoots flames.
Okay.
Yeah, it explodes into fucking flame grenades basically. And he has his fucking LMG that has like no recoil. The LMG that he used to put down the turret, he just carries it around now and just fucking shoots people with it.
Oh, because I remember last time you were talking about that, why he sucked, because you couldn't.
Yeah, you were just on your turret, just fucking sitting there like a fucking, with a target on your back. But, yeah, they finally upgraded him. And that's why he's the Lord, the Tachanka Lord. But he's literally, the only reason he survived this long was because of the meme points. Like, everyone else who came out and was fucked up, Clash. They took out Clash out the game for like a solid couple weeks, didn't they, Edwin? like a month because she had a glitch with her that was broke. Well, it was a glitch. It wasn't because she was garbage. She had a glitch where like her shield was invisible and she could shoot you, but you couldn't shoot her back because the shield was there.
I remember you saying something.
So they took her out.
Yeah.
And but Tachanka, he was never taken out the game. Even though he's absolute garbage, he was never updated because he didn't need to be because he was the Lord. The meme point. He's the Lord. They could have made his helmet gold. I would have took that. That would have been dope too.
That's funny.
I'd pay $20 for that skin. I'd pay $20 for that skin.
So you're saying you would have been playing with him in a toga?
Yeah. Wouldn't have been cool?
No.
Yeah. It would have been freaking dope.
It would have made
all the other skins in that game they have a fucking skin for Nock where she's a fucking mop. Her head is a mop.
Seriously?
Pretty much, yeah. It's called like Mop Head or something, I swear to God. And it's a legendary skin. And they have that, but they didn't do the toga for Tachanka.
The toga would have made it even more memeable.
Yeah, exactly, because he's the Lord.
Yeah.
It would have been great. And there's only two, I told you, there's two elite skins that I want. I want that one, and I want Montaigne's elite skin to be a fist. And then when he extends its shield, it's just the fucking middle finger. I saw somebody put that on a fucking picture, and it was the best thing ever. And I will pay $20 for that skin.
20.
I'd pay $20. They're like $16, but you can't buy $16 worth of points. You have to just buy 20. Ask Edwin, he knows. He bought a couple. How do you feel about this stimulus? That's why I waited to ask.
Typical politics, bro.
That's what I said. Like at this point, I don't care like about Democratic, Republic, just like fucking politics. Like you said, it's just the fucking government, dude.
Bro,
like
when it comes to shit like this, it's no Republicans, Democrats. They're all in the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. It's just like, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Everyone calls it like the government's money, but it's not. It's our money. Who do you think funds the fucking government? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could say it's their money, but where do you think they get the money from?
Oh, it's our money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've been paying taxes for how many years, Francis? You know when the tax shit started, don't you?
Oh, just depending on when you want to be specific.
Income tax.
No. I'm saying like roughly 100 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we've been paying taxes for 100 years, specifically for if anything bad happens, the government does something about it, right? So this whole fucking global pandemic, that's pretty bad, right? So the government should do something about it. Let me slide you a $600 check. We'll call it even.
After, basically 9 months?
Yeah, because the first stimulus was in like March, wasn't it?
End of March.
Yeah. So in 1 year, they gave us $1,800. And other countries are getting that a month.
Yo, bro, forget other countries. The Smithsonian is getting $1 billion.
What do you mean the Smithsonian? Like the museum?
Yes. $1 billion.
I don't understand. I understand they're getting money. I don't understand why they're getting money.
To keep operations going.
What's that mean? Explain this to me.
Well, I assume you have to pay workers to keep it clean, make sure nobody's robbing it. It just turns out that costs $1 billion.
Like a year? What is the operational cost of the Smithsonian? Can somebody Google this one?
the new thing, this bill was for a full year, but
it's a fucking joke, dude. It's a fucking joke, dude.
Well,
you know what I don't get? Like,
Egypt got $500 million or something like that.
That's good for them. I don't care, man. Give away all of our money. I'm not gonna get it regardless. Fuck it. Give China the whole fucking Treasury Department. Why not, right? Actually, you know what? Fuck China. China's got money. Give it to some fucking poor bastard who doesn't have money. Take the money. I need the money. Regardless, if somebody offers me money, I'm gonna take it. But the whole point is just that it's insulting, you know? That better?
Hello. Yes.
Much better?
Yes.
Good job, Francis. It's been a while. You're rusty. I mean, it's been, it was last year. It was a year ago. It's 2021.
No, because I was wondering, I moved up the audio that I thought was for me, yet my audio got lower and yours got higher.
That would mean you moved mine's, not yours.
Yes.
Nice. Simple deductions. But yes, like I was saying, insulting. It's just insulting.
Yo, you know what's more insulting is that the majority of the country is happy they're getting money. And it's just...
I mean, I'm happy I'm getting money. I'm pissed that it's so little.
But Bro, forget the. This is where we need to come together as a country. What is worth more to us? Even if it was $1,200, is $1,200 in the grand scheme of things really going to change anything?
No, absolutely not. And that's why, and that was the debate the first time. Remember, $1,200 isn't going to help nobody. And then they passed this shit for $600.
Yo, and don't forget the unemployment. Unlike last time, which was additional $600, it's only $300.
But still, that's still better than, like, for instance, that's an additional $300 a week. If you're on unemployment, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting a $600 stimulus. So the person who's on unemployment in 2 weeks, who's probably also going to get a stimulus, is going to make the same money I am. But here's the thing, right? The person on unemployment is already making more money than I'm making. Because me working, I don't get any additional fucking check. You know what I mean? I don't get fucking COVID pay. I'm not saying I should get, but I'm just saying, me as a worker, you get COVID pay, Francis?
Oh, no.
Yeah, me neither. So I'm not getting any extra for it.
Even though we have to follow COVID procedures.
Which I mean, I don't care about, but my whole thing is...
No, but for me, bro, if you're not getting COVID pay, why are you following COVID procedures?
I feel like... I don't know, man. I feel like if you're on unemployment, okay, right? I don't know why when COVID comes in, you get extra. Because unemployment is there literally specifically for when you don't have a job, it funds your bills, basically, right?
I see exactly what you're saying.
So now COVID comes into play and like, oh, you know what? Let's give people more money. But why? Their bills haven't gone up. So why are we giving people more money? And you're giving people who aren't working more money. But the ones who are working aren't getting shit. My COVID pay when I was working at the hospital was $2 an hour. That was an extra $80 a week.
But back then,
or $80 every 2 weeks. I'm sorry, every pay period.
But back then, people were getting an extra
$600. So I was making $80 in 2 weeks, and they were making $1,200. And they weren't working. Yeah. They were not at a job, at a hospital, no less, putting themselves at risk. This is why it doesn't make sense to me. Can you in any way, shape, or form make that make sense to me?
No, because when you first started on this, it was hitting me. Mm-hmm. Nothing's changed for a person who's unemployed, but everything's changed for the people still working.
Mm-hmm. And they're still making more money than most people. And guess what? I was unemployed for 3 weeks, and I still haven't gotten a single fucking unemployment thing. Or Edwin either. He was a month longer than me. And he still hasn't gotten anything.
3 months, and he didn't get shit.
No, it's 4 months now. Because I left in September, and you left the month before me.
No matter what the sum is, is that worth it when they're passing all these different laws and giving all this other money in that same bill? Bro,
you know what they should give the money to? People who are working.
No, I agree with that. But, yo, the bill was 5,500 pages long.
Yeah, I saw that. It was something like this much paper.
Dude, it took 3 hours. If you wanted to reprint the law so you could actually read it, it takes just 3 hours to print.
That's all online.
Assuming, yeah, but you can't make corrections online.
Yeah.
So assuming you have enough paper and you don't change anything, and you're able to feed your printer 3 hours just to freaking print the bill. How does the length of the bill make any sense?
Don't you're looking at the wrong person. I'm a simple man, and that's way too complicated.
At the end of the day, when it comes to crap like this, it's not Republicans, Democrats, it's politicians. They all want the same thing. They're all benefiting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're benefiting while we're fucking just getting the fucking shit end.
Yo, somebody said a great point. If you stop paying politicians until they pass a bill that strictly only aided the citizens who have suffered, and it was no other loopholes, no other freaking small
money diverting anywhere else. Yeah.
Dude, it would get passed within hours.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Because and it's like I said, it's so stupid. Like these politicians are still getting paid. You know, like they haven't suffered. I mean, sure, their social life might have suffered.
Bro, even their social life hasn't suffered. They're in the state of Cali alone. There's what was it? It was at least 8-9 people who are involved in the lockdowns, who are passing laws, be it the governor, be it courts. Mm-hmm. I mean, I said courts, be it judges, be it people involved with the lockdowns, that around the time they enforce the lockdown or they agree about passing the lockdown, or after that, There is legit imagery and video footage of them going to restaurants or going to get their haircut.
I believe it.
So not even their social life has suffered.
Yeah, but they're gonna say they're suffered, right?
Yeah, but I could say I'm not getting any pussy when I'm low key getting pussy. Am I really suffering if I'm lying
Exactly.
to you?
You're just fucking you're being a bitch.
Yeah.
So I get it, but that's like I'm saying. Like you said, it's all politicians, dude. It's all fucking bullshit, man.
But this is, as a country, we're so short-sighted. It's like, oh, we're getting more money. We're getting an extra $600.
Nothing, dude. Anyone who gets excited for this is, I mean, you get excited that you're getting money, yeah, but be upset that you're only getting that much money.
Well, to be fair, the unemployment, if it wasn't for this bill, it was going to lapse. So they were going to go back down to the base.
Yeah.
Now, every state, just not certain states like New York, are going to keep the 300 going. Because New York technically was keeping the 300 going for unemployment because they had funds left over. Mm-hmm. But now they don't have to worry about it. They're still getting 300. So 300 a week, extra 600 for the check. That does add up. But at the end of the day,
doesn't help me.
Yo, it was over 2.3 trillion. And when you do the math, 600 for every individual, or let's just say 1,200 for a household, that does not even come close to adding up.
How far is it off?
For easy math, I was going to do 150.
Yeah, round down, because some people got like 12 kids, and especially older people. Older people have a bunch of kids.
That's only 180 billion, bro.
So that would be 10 times.
And by the way, that's assuming that every family
taxes.
Every family got it. Most of these families aren't getting it because they make too much.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, so, because you got to cut out anyone making over what? A single, like, it's over 125, and double, it's over 175, something like that.
I thought that for a family, it's if you make more than 250, you get jack shit.
Yeah, you don't get nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't matter, because if I'm making $250,000 a year, what the fuck is $600 to me?
Yeah. But to be fair, depending where you live, 250 is not that much if you live in Seattle or San Francisco.
That's true. But then again, if you live there, $600 ain't gonna do shit for you. So yes. I don't understand. It's like, oh man. And like my sister's not gonna get it, my mom's not gonna get it, brother will get it, and me. That's it.
To answer your question about what's the difference, it's 12 and a half difference in terms.
So 12 times.
Yeah.
So 12.5 times.
Yeah.
So I could be getting, instead of 600, I could be getting roughly like
$8,000.
Yeah, $8,000.
If
all the money was going to the stimulus check.
Yes.
That'd be great. I could survive a couple months off of that. But guess what? Fuck that.
So just to be clear, on roughly only 180 billion is going to people through the direct checks. Yet the bill was passed directly just for COVID of 900 billion. And when it comes to the entire funding, 2.3 trillion, bro. 2.3 trillion. Listen. And by the way, people are going to say, well, if we're being fair, 1.4 billion is for the government.
Fuck that.
Well, does it cost 750 billion to run our military?
I'm gonna say yes, because without a military, we would only have other things.
Okay, but let me put it this way: we spend more on our military than the next 10 countries combined.
Yeah, I know,
and that's including China.
Yeah, I know,
and Russia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're winners.
Comes back down to
you gotta be the biggest bully in the garden, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, but when it comes down, when you're already the biggest bully, like for example, when you're already the richest person, when you have 100 billion, do you really need the extra 100 billion?
Yeah, but it's not about money. It's about power. If everyone is sitting in the park, right, and everyone's got a pistol on them, nobody's gonna walk up to the guy with the tank. You know what I mean? We're the guy with the tank.
Oh, great metaphor. We're the guy with the tank.
Everyone else got a pistol.
Instead of having the smallest tank, we have the largest tank.
Yeah, absolutely.
A tank is a fucking tank when you have guns surrounded by you.
Yeah.
So why do you need the biggest tank?
Because bigger's better. I can visibly see how upset Francis is.
The sad part is,
it makes sense when I put it that simple. Because it's fucking stupid.
America's all about bigger, better.
Yeah. Because it's stupid. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. We're honestly, I believe as a country, with the way things are going, it's not great. Like, we're fucked, dude, if things don't change.
Well, the thing that is so funny is that there's a group of people who listen to certain politicians talking about, oh, yeah, we're getting treated unfair. Oh, yeah, we're not getting our just desserts.
Who's saying that? The group of people or the politicians?
The group of people.
Okay.
Like, because the politicians are feeding them this narrative, and a group of citizens are saying, oh, yeah, that's right, without realizing that the same politicians feeding them this narrative, they're not suffering at all. They're in their freaking nice.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, all these politicians who are suffering, but they're not, because they're not out of a job. They're not, they haven't been, unemployed for 3 months and fucking haven't been making any money. You know what I mean?
Bro,
they're steadily making their fucking at least 6-figure income, most likely.
I was going to say every House of Representative is making at least 6 figures, and if you're a senator, you're making at least double of what a House of Representative is making, at least.
And they're not. I mean, you could say you're suffering, but yeah, it really sucks to fucking be quarantined to your fucking $1 million home. It must really fucking suck.
And bro, they're not even quarantined because they're going to the.
Yeah, that's true. It must but you know what sucks? It sucks when fucking I filed for unemployment, can't get that. I've fucking been surviving on bread, rice, and eggs and French fries for like the last 2 months, 3 months.
You know what I've been surviving? When I'm actually eating obviously my mom cooks, so I'm going to eat what she cooks. I've been surviving on yogurt, granola, and cereal, and peanut butter here and there. So I understand the struggle, bro.
Yeah, we're struggling, and there are people struggling worse than us. That's the thing, too.
I'm so glad you said that. Before I go into that, I just want to say, and don't forget too, you didn't get your unemployment. Some people haven't gotten their first check. The $1,200, bro.
The stimulus?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck.
And I'm not talking about people who don't qualify. I'm talking about people who aren't even making 40 grand a year. I know some people not even making 30 grand a year, and they still haven't gotten their original stimulus.
That's fucking terrible, dude. That's why I said it's so stupid, dude. And our government can do all this shit, but at the end of the day, it don't amount to much. If you can't, like I said, if you were established to help the people you govern, and you're not doing it, I don't get it. I don't understand. I literally just don't understand.
You know what the original definition for a politician is?
No.
Part of the definition, public servant. You know what public servant is?
Yeah, I know what public servant is.
No,
it works for the public.
Yeah, to serve your public. So if you're not serving the people who put you in office,
why are you there? It's just that simple.
And this is a funny thing too. You know how they say, oh, they pay firefighters and policemen so little, so people don't want the job for the pay. They want the job because they actually want to serve the community.
Yeah.
I really believe the only way for this system to completely change is if we started paying politicians the same way we pay.
I'd be okay with that.
Oh, 100%.
And my thing is, too, is like,
and by the way,
not all politicians are bad politicians. I do want to point that out. But the problem is,
on average.
Yeah. But the problem is, politically, we are a democratic fucking system, right?
Well,
meaning
Republican.
That's true, technically. But the way we do things is it's all by fucking majority.
Yeah.
And the majority of politicians are fucking corrupt
and
fucking stupid.
And if the majority are corrupt, that means the few who aren't corrupt,
they can't do anything to change it.
And bro, the crazy part, even if they try to change it, normally the corrupt politicians either pay them off or do something to where it's like they know they're not going to win anyway, so they slow but surely fall to the dark side.
That is what it is. What is he talking about? Was I talking about food? Oh yeah. I was saying that I was only surviving on fucking bread, French fries.
Because we were talking about the politicians weren't the ones who are struggling, right?
Yes. All right. Well, Francis lost his train of thought, so that's life. I have a job now, so it's not too bad, but it still sucks. I just still, like I said, I don't understand. I have a job, but people on unemployment are still making more than me.
Yo, bro, technically speaking, unless I work my OT week, people make more than me.
Yeah.
And I'm making basically 19 an hour.
I don't get it. And
I know what I was going to say.
What were you going to say? Tell me.
I remember now.
Tell me.
Thank you.
Tell me.
You said we have it rough and we're struggling.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I said there are people who are struggling more than us.
more than us.
Oh, yeah. We're struggling. The whole point was we're struggling to eat.
Yes.
Good job, Edwin. Hey, you...
No. It was just great point. It's just I couldn't. It still
we couldn't make the connection.
Yes.
But it all came together. But we got there because of you, Edwin. You started it.
No, because if he didn't say the food, we wouldn't have gotten on to
exactly.
the food.
See, we got back to it because of you, Edwin. Good job. Kept the ball rolling.
For Buffalo standards, 19 an hour
is really good. I would say
it's
above average.
Yes, because I'm thinking about the broad spectrum of all the jobs. How is it that I'm making above average pay for Buffalo standards? Yeah, if you're on unemployment, you're still making more than me by a few hundred with the additional 300 now. Mm-hmm. How does that make any sense? Going back to your point, nothing has changed for the unemployed.
Yeah, they're still unemployed.
And everything's changed for the worker who is still employed.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing is, nobody wants to get off unemployment. Why would you want to get off unemployment to work a job to get paid less and you have less free time to do anything?
Not only that, to get paid less to do a job that has been complicated if the employer is technically following
COVID standards.
Yes.
COVID protocols.
Bro, most companies are being too safe. You remember the mask was only supposed to be used if you're within 6 feet.
Yeah, now you have to wear it constantly, no matter what.
Why the fuck am I 20 feet from somebody? Over exaggerating, but still. And I still have to wear
10 feet at least.
No, seriously.
Seriously, 10 feet, but exaggerating 20 feet.
I'm 8-10 feet away, and I still have to wear a COVID mask. Mm-hmm. I could be walking down a hallway with nobody, and technically speaking, if I don't have my mask on and a higher up sees me, that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, dude, I don't know, man.
And then they want to say this stupid shit about, the recirculating air. So if that's a problem, the masks aren't going to fix anything. I still can't complain as much as I want to because at the end of the day, I have a job.
I know. And that's why I said, I don't think unemployment's a bad idea. I just don't understand how they're getting, not how, I understand how. I don't understand why they're getting extra money. Like when I was supposed to be on unemployment, I was supposed to be making $400 a week. And that was before the $300.
Yeah.
$400 a week is still decent money around here. Like my sister works 40 hours and she gets paid just under $400 a week.
Yeah.
Like that's decent money.
Now, to be fair, New York State is one of the rare states they tax their unemployment, which...
Yeah.
Can you explain that, by the way? You pay taxes to New York State, so just in case you get unemployed, you have unemployment.
With the tax money that you paid with also has to be taxed.
Yes.
Don't you get, Francis?
The thing I don't get...
Look, if say for instance, right, you have me cash your check, right? So you have $100. Oh, man, I'm going to cash it for you. I'm going to charge you $10 for taxes, right?
Yeah.
But then you want to buy something off of me. And the money I just gave you that was taxed, I'm also going to tax you on that because I got a sales tax I got to do. So that's going to be another $5, right? So now I've made $15 off of you, and you're stupid.
I was waiting for how you're going to finish that, and yes. The point is, in a logical world with a logical government ran by the state, if they were going to do that bullshit, they would just say, okay, instead of having a max of 505 for unemployment, it's 495
pre-tax or no. A post-tax.
Yes.
Post-tax.
So we're not quote unquote taxing you anything. You're just getting $10 less, and it's like, okay, would just make me.
But they straight up tell you the money you get before taxes.
Yeah,
it's dumb. Well, so go back to my point, right?
Well, my point is with that is like, yes, you're getting 400, but technically it's not exactly 400 because you're getting taxed.
Yeah, but the tax wouldn't be too heavily.
Yeah, but it's still
still money taken out.
It's like
regardless.
What is it? 6-8%, depending on your tax bracket.
Yeah, something like that. But my whole point is like, okay, so you're fucking making that money. They're like, okay, you're not working a job and you're still getting paid like you work a job.
Yeah.
So okay, that's not bad for unemployment, right? You can survive. That's what unemployment's for. So COVID hits and you're unemployed, which means you ain't fucking going anywhere, right? You know what? Let's give him extra money. He needs an extra $600. Fuck Sally. She lost her job. She could file for unemployment too. And then she'll get unemployment, and they're both making like $400 a week. Her kids, what do you mean? She was making $400 a week regardless. Now unemployment's got her making what, $360? She's getting paid $40 a week. If she can't find a way to feed her kids, that's her problem. Listen, I grew up with my mom feeding 5 fucking kids, dude. My mom worked minimum wage jobs and was still somehow able to feed 5 kids. Don't tell me you're fucking getting paid $400 a week and you can't feed 1 kid. Don't tell me that, because I know that's bullshit.
And the excuse...
No, you're using your money on the wrong shit. I don't give a fuck.
And for the people saying, oh, this is to help the people who make a lot more money cope with losing the job. Well, to go off of your point, you would just say, well, why weren't you saving some of your money for a situation like this?
Dude, look, I know I'm not the best with my money, right? But I don't make a lot of money to begin with. All right?
Which, by the way, to be fair, if you made more money, you would definitely be in a situation where you could.
Yeah, if I made more money, I'd definitely have it in savings. But like I said, I spend my money recklessly. I know that. But even after I pay all my bills, half of my month, like just going into month, half of that was on my almost car alone, right? And that was before helping my mom with bills, which I would help her with whenever she needed. That was before buying food, and then before buying whatever I needed. So even if I was like saving up everything I wasn't spending, it'd still only be like, I mean, granted, it would have added up, but at the same time, it's like,
well, long term, that's still chump change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if I was making, I was making at Kaleida, I was doing a good, the hospital, I was doing a good, it was a good job. I was making like $40,000 a year, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I think that was before taxes though. I think it was like 32 or 33.
Well, I remember with all the OT, you said it was around 42, 43.
Yeah, it was like 42, 43. And then with the taxes taken out, it was like 30, well, it's like 9 G's of taxes. So it was like
around 34,
35,000, right? That's not bad, right? But that's still what I was just saying with all my things coming out. That's 35. If you're making 200,000,
I don't feel bad for them.
You're getting paid way more than me. That's what, 35, that's 7 times more?
Bro, to put it in an hourly basis, if you make $100K a year, that's $50 an hour.
Yeah.
If you make $200K, that's $100 an hour. I don't feel bad for you if you didn't... See,
if you didn't save it. And I know you're also getting taxed more. I get that. But I still want to point out, I was getting taxed to hell when I was working there.
But bro, it's not as much as you might think, because... At least as of 2020, the moment you make $40K, your taxes federally go from 12 to 22. Basically,
that's why even though I'm working this job now, I'm still getting paid almost the same that I was at Kaleida, because I was jumped up to that 40, and it doesn't matter. Literally a $3.50 change an hour, and I'm only making like $50. I'm making like $50 less a week. Instead of getting taxed $180 a week, I'm getting taxed now $70 a week. That's a very fucking big difference. I don't get it.
And you know what's funny too?
I mean, I get it, but it's fucking stupid still.
I would say at least 1/3, if not half of the people who are making that type of money, they have accountants that are finding loopholes to where they're not getting taxed as much.
Heavily. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to say how I know them or who they know. Let's just say I know somebody where before the pandemic, she made roughly $90,000 to $110,000 a year, depending on the year.
Okay. That's still very good money.
Oh, she was basically making $50 an hour.
Yeah.
And yet she was getting taxed as if she made less than $20K a year. So she was getting taxed 8% by the feds.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And then the state she lives in, there's no federal tax. I mean, there's no state tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's getting charged 8%.
8% of $100K.
So 8,000. I'm telling you, dude. I mean, the system is there, and it doesn't work for a lot of people, but it works for fucking some people.
So just to be clear, if you're just making $50K a year, and obviously majority of the time, unless you know somebody, you don't have the money to pay somebody to find loopholes.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You're paying the full tax. So by the end of the year, you made 50, but in reality, you didn't even make 40 grand, bro. You didn't even make 40 grand. Yet somebody who made 100, because they're able to pay somebody, they ended up making or paying less in taxes than you did, even though they made twice as much.
The system's stupid. Yeah, it's our dumbass fault.
The way the system's set up, if you don't have the money, it doesn't matter if you know the rules or not because it's a time situation. And many people don't have the time to, even if they knew the rules, they don't have the time to put in. That's why a lot of these rich people pay other people
to do this stuff for them.
Because it's not like, oh, you know how this works. It's going to take me 5 minutes to go around the loophole system. No, it's a consistent thing.
Yeah, it has to be done constantly.
And then, by the way, if you pay somebody, technically you could
write that off as a business expense.
Not only a business expense, if they get caught, depending how you set up the hiring, you won't get any of the blame. They'll take the blame. This whole system is fucking corrupt, and the fact that most people don't realize it is it's quite stunning.
I just, like I said, my whole thing is that the main thing that bothers me is the fact is that for people who are working and who put themselves at risk every day, they get nothing for it. They literally get. I mean, yeah, great. I get a thanks. Thanks for working, guys. I appreciate it. And
a company face mask.
Yeah, but not only that. Like I have gotten people who sincerely thank me for still working, and I get that, and I enjoy that. But
it doesn't pay bills.
Exactly. And then, like I said, the fact that I can barely survive while I'm busting my ass working, but people who are on unemployment are fucking living the high life now.
For no more standards, yes.
Yeah, are living the fucking high life now, and I'm fucking struggling.
Well, you know what pisses...
That's what pisses me off.
What pisses me off is when billionaires go in for an interview, and they're talking about how we should extend this. We should make sure it's totally eradicated. And some, if not majority of people are saying, yes, save every life is a life. Oh, I'm not disagreeing with any of this. And yes, in principle, what these billionaires are making sense. But at the end of the day, when you're a fucking billionaire, it's easy to say we should not go to work and we should not do this and that for 3 months, 6 months. You're a fucking billionaire. Mm-hmm. You don't have to ever work a single fucking second again, and you would never have to worry. Even if you spend $1 million a year, you could spend $10 million a year for the rest of your life. Let this just sink in. You could spend $10 million a year for the rest of your life, and if you're any type of billionaire, you never have to worry about going broke. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to say, oh, we should do this, we should do that. What about the person making $20K a year? What about the person making $30K a year?
$10K a year. Some people only have part-time jobs, and
they probably don't even have part-time jobs now because of COVID. Bro, the restaurant business industry has
non-existent, basically.
Decimated.
Yeah.
Decimated. Yeah. And once again, there's video of this where individual or private or small/indie businesses can't open up because of these new guidelines and laws.
That they have to follow, but they don't have the money to do that.
Or you have companies that are making hundreds of millions, if not billions a year, and they're able to pay the right person to stay open. Like, for example, why is it okay for Best Buy to run fully operational in every state besides Cali, yet all these smaller restaurants can't be open?
I don't know. And you know what's a good thing, too? You mentioned this, is I don't get how the bigger stores can stay open, but the smaller ones can't. Like, remember how they had that with when we first went on lockdown?
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, only the bigger stores are going to be open. I'm like, why would you rather have bigger stores open so everyone can go into a bigger store instead of having everyone go into the smaller stores? Because if you have fucking 10 stores, guess what? The people going to the stores are going to split up. You have one store open. Guess where everyone's going to fucking head to? The one fucking store. And you don't want people in crowds, but what are you doing?
And you remember the whole capacity thing, too, when the big stores stayed open? Or when they reopened, they say it was like, there's a certain...
half capacity or 30%, 80%, whatever it was.
Do you think those businesses for the main corporations actually follow that? Like, when you're in a Home Depot, how the fuck do you know it's only 50% capacity compared to non-COVID? You don't fucking know. And do you think they're really following that? You know
Nah. I mean, as best as one could, but it's like to constantly sit there and be like, all right, how much people are currently in the store?
Bro,
how much people left? How much people are still here? You know what I mean? Like,
you know how many times I've been to Best Buy in this COVID era where there was at least as many people if not more, compared to pre-COVID. There's been at least 5 times I can recall.
Which is pretty funny because every time I go to Best Buy, it's not that busy. So I don't know.
No, but the point is, before COVID, Best Buy was normally not that busy.
Yeah, now it's busy for some reason.
Well, depending on the time. But, like, for example, because people don't want to be around other people, they either come at the very beginning
Or at the very end.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that.
So you're creating a situation where less people overall are coming to these stores, but in certain time frames,
It's more. Well, yeah, that's how it was when they first did the lockdown, because remember, they were like, nothing stays open 24 hours anymore.
Yep.
When they did that, I'm like, why would you do that? Because now you had people who would go there at night to avoid other people. Now they have to get there before a certain time, which everyone is going to be like, oh, no, I got to get to Walmart now. And it's like, what the fuck?
So even though overall business is down, peak hours are up.
Yeah.
Which is supposedly that's what's causing the spread. So if you want to decrease the spread, wouldn't you just keep everything normal?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Our government is making decisions beyond my logic. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm stupid or they're stupid. I'm assuming it's me.
It's not me, so
It's them. Got it.
Yeah, it's them.
I know. Fuck them. It's just dumb, man. And like I said, I have nothing against unemployment. I have nothing against people on unemployment. I just want the people who are actually working. Like, for instance, I worked fucking the entire time COVID was active and still is active. I was unemployed for a couple months, but
it's no different from night differential. The reason why people get paid more during nights
it's because you sacrifice your health for it.
Yes.
But like I have nothing to show for that, man. And that's what pisses me off. And of course, I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. But I'm sitting here and I'm going to tell people that it's still fucked up.
As we stated before, we know other people have it worse.
Yeah, there are people who are even less fortunate. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying we are even less fortunate. I'm just saying it fucking sucks that we have to do this, and there are people out there who have to do worse.
For our situations, we have some shit. Now, other people got more shit, but shit is shit nonetheless.
Yeah. Not to compare shit. But shit. Go ahead.
A little trivia.
Yes. That's going to be my rapper name.
How many original films since Avatar have made at least 500 million?
What do you mean original films?
No IP attached.
What does that mean?
It's not based off of a novel, a comic
okay.
book.
Like it's straight up out of nowhere.
Yes.
How many original films since Avatar, you said?
Yes, so since
2009?
Yes. Well, technically 2010.
Technically. How many original films since Avatar?
So the past decade.
What was the? I didn't even let you finish your question. I think you said have grossed 500 million
plus worldwide.
Do you know the exact number?
Yes, I do.
Okay, is it a high number or is it a low number?
That's on you to decide.
No, I'm saying just give me a hint. Is okay plus or minus like 50? Like is it?
Oh, it's below 50.
It's below 50?
Yeah.
I mean, 500 million is a lot. Even for internationally, it's globally, it's a lot.
But don't forget, China has blown up, and a lot of films have.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of movies that I know have hit that mark.
Yeah.
That I know are not based off of a book, right?
Based
a novel?
off of anything.
What if it's a TV show that went to a movie?
That still counts as IP.
Okay, so then if it just comes out as a movie,
yes.
Okay,
the movie has to be the first version of.
That. Can it be? It can't be a sequel.
No.
Oh, that's gonna cancel a lot of my things. Fuck.
Yeah, because technically the sequel is not. It was
technically the IP is the first movie, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh fuck! That took out a lot of movies for me.
Yeah.
You said it's under 50?
Yes, it's under 50.
Is it well under 50?
It's under 25 as well.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have a 1 in 25 chance. Okay, I like these odds. Okay, since 2010, so the last decade.
Yeah. Will I blow your mind if I tell you it's technically below 15?
No, you wouldn't, because literally every movie I can think of is pretty much a fucking sequel, and the first movie came out before 2009. So I'm trying to think. So it's under. So I have a 1 in 15 chance. Even better. All right, I'm gonna get this. Hold on. Let me just. Oh man, dude. All right. I'm going to say, I'm going to hit the number right on the head and say 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. So
If not 14, I was going to go with 8.
what if I said it's only 3?
I'm going to go with 3. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can guess those movies. Can you give me the years the movie came out in?
Yes, I can.
Okay, give me the years.
2010,
2010,
2013,
2013,
2014.
2014.
So the last film to do it was 6 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, the reason why Tenet,
All original titles. I was thinking of Tenet too.
but the reason why Tenet releasing when it did was so disappointing for film enthusiasts is because no matter what, it had no shot of hitting 500 million views here.
Yeah. Wow. Dude, I can't think of one. Give me the number 3. Give me the number 3. Or just give me one of them. Give me one of them.
Okay, I will say this. The one thing that all 3 of these films have in common,
Oh God.
they're by Warner Brothers.
Okay. Fuck. What are they all in the same genre-ish? Like action?
I already gave another hint without saying it's a hint.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember.
When you hear 2 of the 3 films, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I know what he's talking about."
Obviously, Looney Tunes back in action.
Yo, you know that film bombed, and I enjoyed it.
I did too. I liked it. I don't know. Give me one of them. And let me see if it'll jog something for me.
Gravity.
Really?
Yeah, it made
Sandra Bullock?
725 million worldwide.
Was that the one in 2014?
13?
That came out in 2013. Holy fuck. I give up. I honestly can't know. I don't know.
2010, it was Inception, directed
I should have fucking guessed Inception too.
by Christopher Nolan. 2013, as we already said, Gravity, and then 2014,
I'm gonna know this one. I'm gonna be pissed.
Interstellar.
Yep.
Another Christopher.
Literally.
That's
They're like those 3 movies are fucking like all together too,
Yeah.
which is pretty nuts.
And that's why I said I already gave another hint because I brought up Tenet, which is directed by Christopher Nolan.
yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew there was a connection. I
Yeah.
just didn't know what the connection was.
So once again, over the past decade, the only 3 films to gross over 500 million as completely original IP, all released by Warner Brothers.
That's impressive.
Yeah. That was good trivia, right?
Yeah.
It's almost depressing, too.
I
when you
didn't
think
know
about
any
it.
of it. I was literally wrong on every single occasion. So, it really just depends.
Yo, that's why when you said, is it below 50? I'm like, whoa. In my head, it's like, yes,
Yeah, it's
bro.
way below 50.
Yeah.
Well, because like I said, I'm completely
sequels.
100%. I was like counting sequels.
Well, technically, when you add sequels, it's like around 15, 20 because a lot of original.
See, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was gonna guess like 24 if you added sequels.
Yeah,
like
because
that's what I was gonna guess.
A lot of original films didn't get close, but the sequel broke out.
I never planned on getting anything on my legs, but I just saw it and I was like, fuck it, I'll put it on my leg. But it's probably one of the only tattoos I'll get on my leg.
No, because I know you're a big One Piece fan.
Yeah,
That's why you got it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been reading it since 2000 and like
And it's still
over a
going.
decade. Everybody you get over a decade
Yo, you know it's hands down the highest selling manga of all time. Mm-hmm. It's not
with
close.
fucking Demon Slayer coming in close.
Oh, Demon Slayer, really?
Dude, in the last we looked it up. It was like in the last year. Was it the last year? It's how much did it sell?
82 million last time check.
It sold
In 1 year.
82 million.
Yeah, and the number 2 on the list sold like 8 million.
That explains why the movie's doing what it's doing.
So I imagine, but the thing is, it's done. Like the manga's completed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know if it'll sell more or it'll sell less, but still, for 1 year, that's nuts, dude.
When did it end? Is this like it just ended?
It ended recently.
Oh, okay.
So it might still sell a bit over the next year or so.
The hype still bring it up.
No,
Yeah,
Anime coming out soon, so more hype can come back.
yeah, but still, like that's crazy, dude.
that makes sense why the film is doing
Yeah.
blockbuster.
I mean, granted, there are still mangas that have sold more, but they've been out a lot longer as well.
yeah.
But yeah, I got this. The one on my leg's not done yet. This one isn't that much. It still needs some work. The one on my leg just needs to be colored in.
Are you going to do the typical red and yellow?
Yeah, the yellow hat with the red band. Yeah. That's literally what I went for, and I was like, yeah.
Are you going with the white skull too?
Nah. White doesn't stick well in a tattoo.
So are you just gonna keep it plain, or are you gonna do
I'll
it different?
probably just keep it the same color as my leg.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I'm white enough. Yeah.
Because they say that anything on bone is very painful.
I disagree with that.
You disagree?
I disagree with that. Where you have either muscle or fat, I feel like that hurts more. Maybe it's just me, but like when he did my arm up here. Wait, I didn't do my arm up here. When he did my arm up here, like it didn't hurt that bad. But like when he gets to like the underside where there's more, muscle and fat, it hurts way more.
So near the shoulder.
I mean, it still does hurt on the bone. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but I feel like on the bone, because it's hitting you, you can take it more because your bone is harder than your muscle. You know what I mean? So it's like you could take it more, but your muscle, it's just like your muscle's going to take more of that abuse than your bone will. Because who often, like on my chest, I didn't get it like dead center, but like he got close to it and it hurt. But I still will say that the calf, that shit hurts so much.
Because it was straight
so
meat.
much, yeah. And it depends on where your sensitive areas are at. Because to me, the most painful parts still have been close to my nipples. Hands down, the most painful. Not even on my nipples, close to my nipples. And it literally felt like somebody was just stabbing my nipple.
That makes sense because the nipples are sensitive.
Yeah,
man.
I know. I don't know how people get tattoos on their nipples. I honestly don't know how.
How do people get tattoos on their dicks, bro?
People are nuts. That's the only way to explain it.
And also their eyelids. I
will never get anything from my neck up. I won't go on my hands.
That's just smart from a business perspective.
Yeah. Well, I don't really like the way none of them look.
Well, and to be fair, a lot of those tattoos, they fade so quickly because they have to be so small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they fade quickly, too, because you're constantly, like, with your hands, you're constantly doing stuff. Like, you have oil coming on, you have shit, grease, acid. Like, there's a bunch of just natural chemicals in the, on Earth that you're just fucking gonna...
For your face, sun damage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they fade, yeah.
Yeah.
So you still have not seen a single Daniel Craig James Bond film.
That is correct.
Why?
The thing was, I never saw the first one, Casino Royale, right?
Okay.
Then the second one came out, Quantum of Solace, and I was like, oh man, I should watch that, and I never did. Then the third one came out, which I believe was Spectre, right?
No, Skyfall.
No, it was Skyfall. That's right. I was thinking the one with Adele. Did she sing the Spectre one too?
No.
Who sung the Spectre one? The Spectre song?
The gay dude who now says he's interchangeable.
Sam Smith?
Yes.
Okay. That's right. Okay, so yeah. Then Skyfall came out, and I was like, damn, that shit looked good. And it's Adele music. I should watch that. I never did. And that's when, at that point, I was like, man, I'm just fucked. I can't go now. And then I just haven't watched any of them. But the new trailer looks fucking good. And I'm like, man, I want to watch it. But I have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
Damn.
Uh-huh. I didn't even notice it until I took this picture.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. It looks like...
And the funny thing is, it didn't hurt at all. The entire tattoo did not hurt at all.
Bro, it looks like somebody was just rubbing your arms for
like fucking Popeyes, yo. Like you got the fucking
like you got cancer in your arms.
It's nuts, dude. So, but like I said, I don't mind. If anything, like if I lose more black, I'll just get it redone.
Okay.
Hit me with some stats or some facts.
Well, I was gonna say, can I explain the Daniel Craig arc?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna explain it to me? Okay, hold on. How much are we gonna? What if I want to go back and watch them?
No. It's bare minimum. It's only on one thing. It's like the time frame.
Yes, and then I'm gonna add. Well, actually, let me ask you a question right away. Is the villain from the new movie a previous villain from the series?
Daniel Craig
from Daniel Craig series?
No. Not at all.
Good. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the previous James Bond films, even though supposedly the villain in the fourth film, Spectre, is supposedly the greatest James Bond villain, like in terms of the overarching.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Question: did we ever figure out that one movie yet? Mission Impossible, the last one that came out.
You know what's funny?
Did you figure it out yet?
I rewatched that,
and it still makes almost no sense.
The more I think about it, the less sense it makes. So I'm just going to have to watch it
again.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to watch it too, and then we'll come together. Okay. Remember, we were watching. I was like, "Oh, that was pretty good," and then we kind of moved in. And it was like, "Wait a second, why did he do this if he was in charge of this, and he needed this from the people he was in charge of, or something like that, right?
To be fair, from what I remember, Mission Impossible 6 has a Last Jedi problem.
What's that?
To where if all these people knew what they knew, why did they do
What they did? Ah, yes, the old famous question.
No, bro, that's my biggest problem with certain
Where
films.
you're actually smart and you have a lot of knowledge and you make the dumbest possible choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And that's movie for you. Why did they do that? Well, because it makes it more interesting.
But yo, have you heard about Wonder Woman 1980?
Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it because let's talk about it, okay? I'm going to talk about the first like 5 minutes.
Oh, you saw it?
I went to watch it because I had it on the online. I was going to watch it, right? So I got so fucking angry in the first 5 minutes, I turned it off, dude. Now, remember, when I saw the first one, I was like, okay, it's not bad. I just don't really like the ending. But it was a decent movie, right? That's how I felt, all right? Thought it was an okay movie, but I didn't like the ending. This movie had me pissed, all right? So have you seen it, Francis? Have you seen any bit of it?
Nothing.
You're not going to like it. Just going to let you know right off the bat.
But you've only seen 5 minutes.
I've seen maybe like 8 minutes. Under 10 minutes. Because in the first scene, it's her as a kid. And she's doing like this Olympic shit on her Amazon,
what they showed in the
island.
trailers?
Pretty much, yeah. Her as a kid. And she's like, the queen is like, I've seen the most seasoned Amazons fall to this challenge. She's like, fuck that. I got this. But okay, so she's in first for like 90% of the race, right?
Yeah.
And then her mom's like, don't get distracted. And I'm like, oh man. So she's looking behind her and she's in first, looking behind her for no reason, fucking runs into a branch, falls off the horse. All right, because she's on a horse doing this race. And she falls off the horse, and then she's like, oh no, I fell off my horse, right? Horse is going. She sees like this fucking sewer, I guess, kind of thing. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to slide down that bitch. Slides down the sewer, hops back on the horse, but she's like, when they hit the checkpoints, they got to like hit the arrow, and it marks like a flare. And she like missed like 2 of them, and she's like going in on first, and she's gonna like throw the javelin through the hoop, and like, yeah, she's gonna be first. And as soon as she's about to throw it, her aunt or whoever the fuck that lady was, I don't remember, and she grabbed her and she's like, nah, fuck out of here. She grabbed her, she's like, fuck that, you cheated, you took the easy way. And she's like crying, she's like, I should have won, it's not fair. And she's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, you cheated. So I was all about it, right? And I was like, somehow even the most, fucking strongest Amazon warriors can do this, but this fucking kid could do it. Like, I understand you're an Amazon, but you know what I mean?
Well, she's technically Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's right. Anyways, fuck that shit. That's not what pissed me off. What pisses me off, right?
What the?
Gotta love audio issues, man. I would say I'm definitely coming out louder than I was earlier.
Real quick, did you watch the whole film?
No, I watched like 10 minutes of it, like 8 minutes of it.
But what if it ends good?
I don't give a fuck. You expect me to go through this bullshit and then tell you, oh, it wasn't that bad. No, fuck you. Dude, okay, so this is what happens, right? In the beginning, these people rob this jewelry store, right?
Yes.
They're robbing the jewelry store real quick, nice and easy, right? They come out the jewelry store, and there's this fat ass leaning on a column, like Edwin, kind of look like Edwin, right? But fatter. He's huge. I don't consider Edwin to be fat. He's husky.
No, but
So he's big. He's not big, but he's big,
Yes.
And they give him they got the classic, like, put the jewelry in the bag, right? But it's not, it looks like a travel bag. And they have this travel bag.
Are we still on the island?
No. This is like a regular, like,
So
this skips ahead years.
So this is
where
the
she's
80s
Wonder.
now.
Yeah, basically the 80s. She's
Okay.
Wonder Woman, right? They have the bag, right? And they give it to they throw it at the fat dude, the guys who robbed it. They're like, take that fat man.
Is this the mall scene?
Yes, they're in the mall. Yeah, they're in the mall. And he throws it at the fat dude. He, like, hits him in the chest. The fat dude's like, oh. And, like, you can tell a fat dude's fucking stupid because he's, like, walking with it, right? And he has it like this, and he's walking. And as he's walking, nothing happens to him. Literally nothing. All of a sudden, he's like, oh. And he fumbles with the bag for, like, 10 seconds and then drops his gun. And I'm like, what the fuck was that for? Like, nothing happens to him. He holds the bag for a solid 5 seconds, no problem. Then all of a sudden, and he literally goes, oh. Then the gun fucking falls out of his pants. Like, you'd expect him to at least drop the bag he's fumbling with. No, the gun falls out of his fucking pants. And then everyone's like, it's a gun. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And I turned it off. I turned it off right there.
Would you have been this mad if it was in a theater?
I would have been mad, but I already paid to see it. So yeah, I would have watched it still.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are saying that Wonder Woman, the sequel, isn't getting good reviews, but they're saying a lot of the things that people are complaining about are because they're watching it at home, so they can pause the film whenever and they can think about, oh, this doesn't.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But
Mission Impossible 6.
Oh yeah, we were talking about.
If we watched Mission Impossible 6 the first time at home,
We probably would have been confused throughout the entire movie,
rather than
enjoying it
in the theater.
Yeah, probably.
So going back to how you were saying movies are stupid, I really feel like theatrical films work so much better in theaters because that's how they were made. They were made to entertain you, not to necessarily make sense.
I get that, right? But my whole point is I didn't pause the movie at all. It was the first 8 minutes, dude. And I just don't there was no sense to it at all. I understand it's a superhero movie.
No, bro, I trust you.
But at no point did they have to do my mans like that, yo.
The reason why I trust you because I watched Angry Joe's review.
Yeah.
And me and him basically go toe-to-toe, at least with DC films.
Uh-huh.
And what he was saying about it, because he's one of the few people who actually fucks with Suicide Squad and really
I like Suicide Squad. Yeah.
and really respects Batman versus Superman.
Which I like, yeah.
And then he loved Man of Steel.
So did I. I did like Man of Steel. That's one of my favorites.
So every film, and he wasn't the biggest fan of Birds of Prey.
I still haven't seen it. It just doesn't interest me.
Bro,
I like Harley Quinn. It's just a weird,
Bro, if you know anything about the comics or the interpretations through the animated shows, it was bad, bro.
Yeah,
like the whole ending with the action sequence, it was bad direction, bro. You could see where shit was staged.
Yeah,
like it was so obvious. It was just
and that's what I'm saying. Like, this movie, right? I only watched it for a couple minutes. I understand we're in the 80s. Things are going to be a bit tacky. You know, that's what it is. At no point did my man need to do that. It looked like somebody who was trying to make it look like he accidentally dropped his gun. Or no, he on purpose dropped his gun.
So it didn't look like it looked like bad acting.
It looked like a comedy sketch about somebody trying to drop a gun. Like it legit, yeah. It looked like it was straight up just bad acting.
Which defeats the purpose of the film because even though it's in the 80s, it's still supposed to be a serious film.
Exactly.
That's your problem. Got it.
That's why I was just like, what the fuck was this, dude? And like I said, it would have made more sense if he just like dropped the bag immediately or he went to do something and his gun had fallen out. It would have made more sense.
Yeah.
No reason was it for him to fumble for 10 seconds and then just like that. And then it does get even worse from there because I tried to save it and I watched it for another minute and he ends up taking a kid hostage. And he picks up the kid and he's like, I'm gonna drop her, and he puts her over the ledge of the mall. I'm like, bro, what is this bullshit, yo? It's not good, dude. It's not good. I'm not saying if it has a bad ending or a bad beginning, it's gonna have a bad ending. But if you can't keep me long enough in the movie, what's the point of me staying committed to it? 8 minutes in and you pissed me off like that. And I'm like, I don't even want to watch this anymore, dude. I don't even remember. No, actually, I do remember the last time a movie did this to me. It was Seventh Son. You remember the movie Seventh Son?
Yeah.
That was the last time I was this pissed at a movie, but I didn't leave because I paid to see it.
Yo, it's trivia for that film. Mm-hmm. That's the first American film with Alicia Vikander.
Really?
Yeah.
She's the witch. Is she? Who is she? She's one of the witches, isn't she?
Yeah, the witch love interest.
Yeah.
That's the first film where she spoke English.
I never even noticed. She's a French speaker, isn't she?
Scandinavian. Yeah.
Why did I think French? I don't know. I feel like I saw her in a French film.
She might have been.
Well, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the second movie since that I remember.
Seventh Son was just...
It was bad. 10 minutes in and I wanted to leave, but I paid for it.
And that's a perfect example of a film. It had the right cast.
It had a decent story.
and it had so much potential, and
It was terrible. Whoever crafted it did a terrible job.
I believe that falls on the director.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that was a hot mess.
It was. And that's how I felt literally watching Wonder Woman.
Now, to be fair, bro, I'm one of those people, if I get vibes from a trailer, bro, and not one single trailer for this film made me enthusiastic about it.
For Wonder Woman? Same here. The only reason I wanted to watch it is because the guy comes back, and I wanted to know how.
He was the best part of the trailers.
Yeah. So, but like, it's terrible, dude. I legit was like,
Okay, going back to this Daniel Craig James Bond
oh yeah,
time thing. Okay, so I just wanted to, because I rewatched them, and then I watched the trailer for the newest one, and it made me think about this. Okay, so the first two films technically take place over 1 week.
James Bond, Daniel Craig.
Yes,
So
Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace.
Okay.
Yet the last three films are taking place over the course of what, like, we don't exactly know, but
Years.
decades.
Decade. Yeah, he does get old.
Yes. And the funniest part, so the first two films are about when he first becomes 007. And then the past three films are about how he can't wait to retire. Like, there's no middle gap. And I just found...
That's pretty funny.
That's a weird... Because you think about Skyfall, it was about how he's too old. And then Spectre is how he literally wants to retire. And the newest one is going to be his going out party.
Yeah. The new one looks so good, dude.
Bro, and I love Malik, who's playing the villain.
Yeah. I really like him as an actor.
From Mr. Robot?
Yeah. I still haven't seen that, but I really like him as an actor.
I've only watched the first season, but it was so good.
I'm trying to remember some movies that he's in. He's in the Queen movie, isn't he?
He played, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. I still haven't seen that, but I heard it was really good. I like him as an actor.
I do too.
Yeah,
even Justice League, it had me.
I like Justice League. I still stand by that. I'm not saying it was a great film, but I'm saying I enjoyed it.
Going back to what we said last time, Justice League is not a good film by any standard.
It's not, but it's fun to watch.
It is.
It is. You see the fucking Justice League going against Superman? Like,
Yeah.
it's good shit.
And let's be real, if you can't laugh at Superman's digitally removed
Mustache.
it's so bad, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, the funniest part too, the film opens up with the digitally removed mustache when he's doing the interview. Do you remember that?
The interview.
Interview
with who?
The very first video, they show Superman doing an interview saying about how he's about peace.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
You know what's funny is I still barely notice it. Because you know me, I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
Bro, his upper lip, I'm like, oh my God, this is even worse than people said. This is even worse than people said. How? And I knew from then on, I'm just going to have to look at this like a TV show.
Just don't look at it too hard.
Yeah.
Be like me. I almost never notice stuff like that.
Bro, you're fortunate. See, people say, oh, that's dope. You notice little details. Yeah, it's dope for certain situations. But then when you're in relationships and you notice every little thing.
Oh, Francis made to make that jump. Such a big leap, dude. For movies. When you're in a fucking relationship, though. Fuck that.
Fuck you, bro.
That was a big jump, dude. That was a big leap, man. Could have went to any. I thought he was gonna talk about like, you know, when you have this picture and it's just not, you know, every detail is not how it's supposed to be or something like that. Francis went straight into a relationship. 2021, baby. It's a good year already.
The sad part is I didn't even mean to go there, and I went there.
Yeah, you did.
When you go to Japan and Korea and China, the parents want their children to succeed so much that they either give them their own house or they pay the down payment for the new house. I was just reading an article about China, how China as a country has the highest home ownership of any country in the world. It's around, depending on the year, between 90 and 95%.
Wow. I assume that's because a lot of it's been passed down as well.
Well,
like you said,
but
like
that's
you
what I'm
said,
saying.
yeah.
It's either passed down or
You know why that is, right?
Why?
Is because in America you have to earn your own thing. Unless you're very well off, and even sometimes when you are very well off, you have to earn your own.
But I disagree because even though that is true, we have set up a culture where the cool thing to do is to move out as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I know.
And that not only fucks the parents, that fucks the child both emotionally and financially. Why move out as quickly as you can when you could save up your money and also help your parents?
That's just not the way it works. Like you just said, we set up this move out. I think it's like I said, you have to in America especially, it's if you don't have your own stuff, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you live at your mom's house, you ain't shit. Oh, you drive your dad's car, you ain't shit.
But the thing that's so weird is that in China, if you don't own your own house, you can't. If you try to get married, it's almost a sin. Did you know that? In
Yeah,
China,
sounds alright.
there's a cultural norm to where if you don't own, if for example, if you're only renting but you don't own a house, if you get married, everybody shits on you. Like legit looks down on you. You are scum.
That's how it is.
Yeah, in America, it's not like that. You could be broke ass poor and you could get married to anybody and nobody looks down on you. They
nobody gives a shit.
they embrace it. Like, oh, you're poor and you guys guys chose love over money when
Nah, bro, money wasn't an option. I love people say that. Oh, he chose love over money. Nah, bro, it was either love or no
Nothing.
love. But yeah, no, but like I said, in this America's like this weird fucking culture where it's just like I don't even know how to describe it.
it's everything but it's nothing.
Yeah, and then it changes so sporadically. You know what I mean?
Dude, but it does.
Like there are people who praise you for doing the same shit for that other people are cursing you for. And it's like I don't get it. I don't know which side to be on.
And it's not even. And the reason why that's so weird because it is legit so common to where half of the people will say yeah, and then half of the people are like boo, and it's so.
Well, yeah, because like say for instance, right? You had someone who was living with their mom until they were like 24, but they just bought their own house, right? So they post on Facebook, oh, I just bought my own house at 24. Everyone's like, oh man, that's great, congratulations. But just 2 days ago, he was living with his mom. If he would have posted, live with my mom at 24, how much hate would he have gotten? You see what I mean? It's literally a day apart. It could have been an hour apart. You know what I mean?
A complete different direction, but that is
It's an hour apart, but it's the way people see it.
because I thought you were going to go the route where when he posted that he got half of his comments, congratulations, half of his comments, fuck off, it took you this long. But you're looking at it to where the same people who are congratulating him would have been the same people dogging him if he posted just 2 days prior.
And you could also look at it the way you just said, but I chose to look at it the good way because I mean, if you're 24 and you own a house, that's good on you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're 24 and someone's shitting on you for buying a house, fuck them. Just that simple. If you're any age and someone's shitting at you for buying a house, fuck them. It's a big accomplishment. It's a
But
good
your
accomplishment.
point's even worse.
Yeah, I know.
Because it shows you how.
That's how America is. It's not about how you do things. It's not about what you do. It doesn't give a fuck about you. It's about how people perceive what you do. It's not about you. It's about how others perceive you. That's it.
Yeah, the only reason why I brought up family because there's a lot of family problems, and it's just
Yeah.
it's very aggravating, bro. It's very aggravating.
Like close family?
well, yes, close family, and I have a small family to begin with.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
That way you can narrow it down for me, but not for them.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, bro, it's just fun. Like it's, dude. The reason why life is so fucking weird
Let's go.
is because so many things can be true at the same time. Like, yes, when you supposedly find the love of your life, they should be first because they become more than family. They become somebody.
It's a different kind of love.
Yeah, but they should be somebody you share your soul with.
I get that.
So I can understand that. But at the same time, when you are with somebody and you know they low key start drama, and you're defending that person over your own family that's never.
Are we talking about an actual situation? Okay. Just wondering, just for my own curiosity.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetical.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Hypothetical.
What year was it? 2022? 2021. That's 2021. I was trying to skip past 2021.
I was about to
Just
say,
get us right into 2022.
bro, I need it.
Fucking COVID. 2020 was a great year, guys. 2021, we're here. Let's do this.
Yo, but as a serious question, bro, if you had a family member you trusted and they're good in a certain field.
Would I leave it to them? Absolutely. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I know what you were gonna go with.
Yeah.
I just jumped ahead on you. Again, no, yeah. Like if I have a successful lawyer, and I fuck in a family, and I need a fucking lawyer, why would I not
Go to that lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, even if I can't pay him, he can give me some good advice on who I can trust. And
And then
Dark Side of the Moon, that was a decent movie. What Dark Side? There's a couple of them.
underrated movie.
Oh, okay. It was an underrated movie.
Dude, I think that's
I rewatched it not that long ago.
bro, Shia LaBeouf, bro.
Hey, good stuff, dude.
Yo, did
I
you-
didn't like Sentinel, but all right.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
He is a bitch, right? He killed Ironhide. What a bitch.
Fucking thank you, bro.
Once he killed, I was like, man, fuck that dude. I don't give a fuck.
And the fact too, because it was so far in the film, I did not see that coming. Because at that point, it's like, oh, he's not.
Yeah. At that point, he was already like, you kid him in the beginning, and that doesn't happen like right till the end.
Yeah.
His betrayal. Why is that?
She wants to come to America.
I don't nobody want to come to America.
Yo, bro. Dude,
Next movie they're gonna make is Get the Fuck Out of America.
I'm coming.
Yeah. I knew you'd get that reference.
Oh my god.
Fuck that, dude.
The new one doesn't look that bad.
No, it doesn't. I've seen like 30 seconds of it.
Well, I saw the trailer.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. 30 seconds of the trailer. Like
Yeah.
I caught a glimpse of it, but it wasn't even like audio or anything. So
Oh, you just saw the visuals?
yeah,
Got it.
like I don't know what to do. I'll wait for him to go, and you don't know what to do, so you're waiting for her to go. Now nobody's moving, so now I gotta fucking come in and throw the whole chess play around. Just fucking
Yo, I was about to make the chess analogy too, bro.
Yeah, I gotta fucking throw the whole chessboard
Yeah.
because nobody's moving, and then you got Edwin, the curator of the event, the one who laughs at us all while we fucking just sit in the corner. We're sitting here just thinking of everything, every move to make.
He would be laughing.
Yeah. Edwin's laughing because he's just like, these fucking idiots. They don't even know I just stole their wallet. When he's sitting here thinking of the game, he's 20 steps ahead of you.
Yo, by the way, he would be a great poker player.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
He has a.
He would, because half the time I don't know what he's talking about. But the problem with Edwin is,
Show too much emotion.
yeah,
He does?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Like physically, he has a physical tell. But if it's over the mic, oh, bruh, he'd be unstoppable.
No, because I was only saying that because whenever I see Edwin, besides when he's laughing, his face is
Yeah.
so.
No, but it's his physical. It's his body. You got to look at his body. Yeah.
So
you
he
could
has
definitely tell.
He has those mannerisms,
Absolutely.
be it a hand or
Yeah.
whatever.
But if you're not looking at him, then yeah, you're fucked. He's one of the very few people. I still I would say at least half the time I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not.
No, when we went on vacation, that's why I always ask you.
With me, my sarcasm is very plain. It's out in the open. You can definitely see it. If you can't see it, then I'm just gonna keep doing it until you do see it.
But that's how you know it's sarcasm because you're a non-plain person. In
Yeah.
terms of when you speak with a lot of emotion. So when
Yeah.
you are plain, it's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. With Edwin, it's just like I honestly can't tell. Half the time, I just can't tell. The only time I can tell is when his sarcasm is so far out there. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's sarcastic.
No, that's the one thing I would say of anything I learned on vacation about Edwin. It's like, yo, I don't know about his sarcasm.
Yeah. It's hit or miss, dude. I mean, 10 years, it's still hit or miss. Good luck. That's all I can tell you.
Because I remember it was something specific when we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Uh-huh.
When he made a statement, straight face, and you looked at it as okay, and then I asked, wait, is that true? And everybody agreed, yeah. And then, not even 5 minutes later, he said something else with the same exact tone, the same exact face.
But he
And
lied about it.
But I'm thinking it's true because of the previous statement, and then you started laughing,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like,
Sounds about right.
wait, what are you laughing about? And then you said, oh, he's full of shit. And then Edwin starts to laugh after you said it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's tough, dude. It's tough out here. But
Yeah.
you'll get it eventually.
I'm not letting you know.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing, too. If you want to find out, just call him out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he won't lie to you. He'll
Yeah,
be like, yeah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
know.
like, if you just call him out, you'll find out. But if you don't say anything, it's up in the air, dude.
Literally.
Yeah. Good luck. Remember my jokes on the cruise? Edwin's favorite part.
Which jokes?
That shit was good.
Is it the? I hope it's not the jokes I'm thinking about.
It is. Remember when we were on the phone? Because apparently I like soda now. You remember that? You remember that?
I don't.
You remember that?
No.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
You really don't remember?
No.
Okay, you remember we were talking on the phone? You're on the cruise and I'm laying in bed. And I'm like, yo, Francis, grab me a soda. He remembers now. And then there was another joke after that. Remember that?
I don't remember the joke.
It involved both you and Edwin.
What was the joke?
Remember, Francis, no matter how long you may be, you'll never be as long as Edwin.
Oh, yeah.
Or was it how big? No matter how big you may be.
It was as big.
Yeah,
As big.
you'll never be.
No, I mean, how deep you go.
Oh, that's right. No matter how deep you go, you'll never go deeper than Edwin. You were talking to someone else. You were in the same room as us.
Yes.
You remember
and-
now?
Yes.
He remembers now.
Because as I was talking to that person,
Yeah,
you guys were cracking the fuck up in the
it
background.
was. It was funny. It's still one of his favorite jokes. He loves it to this day.
You know, I still can't believe that happened.
I can. It's one of my favorite things to talk about.
Wait, really?
Yeah. How my friend banged a MILF.
And yo, we're not gonna say the other part, but
Yeah.
don't forget the one part
Oh, yeah.
that makes it even.
Oh, yeah. I know that part.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorite things to talk about ever. It's such a good story, dude. It's a good topic to bring up.
Yo, I really. If we're being unbiased, I am a dirtbag for it.
Nah, fuck that.
But at the same
I'm on your side, bro.
no, but I was gonna say, biasly speaking, hey, if a woman isn't getting some loving,
You gotta love her.
yeah.
Like an Italian man loves an Italian woman.
Yo, and you know what's so funny too? You were at every moment you were encouraging it.
Absolutely. I was all for it. I'm still all for it. I was the devil on your shoulder that trip, dude.
Yo, but everything you were saying, it's not like it was bullshit. Everything you were saying was,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
I just give it to you real.
Yeah. It's just depending on who was listening, they might have looked down on us in a very bad manner. But
Why, though? I don't get it. I don't understand.
because the whole.
You have this beautiful female hitting on you. Why would you not, if you're single and available, which you were, why would you not?
I agree.
For what? Literally, give me one good reason why you wouldn't. You don't have one.
No, I'm
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not.
Like me and you, yeah. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying in general to like the audience, like, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah, but to be fair, there's a key point. And
there
that-
is a key point.
And that changes the whole dynamics
You
of
let
everything.
them know what it is.
No.
You don't have to, but I'm
No.
saying let them know.
No.
Okay. Francis doesn't want to be seen as that guy.
No, I don't.
I'm okay with it.
I wonder if I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know you're not the only one, right?
oh, I know I'm not the only
Exactly.
one. And to be fair, the reason why I did it was the twofold of, like you said, I'm being hit on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when you combine that with the long drought that I was in,
Mm.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when a woman needs some love, as you said,
You love her like an Italian man loves
Loves
an
a-
Italian woman.
yes, yeah.
I'm all about it. It's literally one of my favorite. I bring it up all the time, dude. I bring it up all the time.
why is it that this is now the first time me hearing this?
Oh, yeah, because I just figured I'd tell you eventually.
Eventually. Over a year later.
Yeah. I mean, I bring it up all the time, but I bring it up to the same people. It's not like I'm telling everyone new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Basically, Adrian knows and Colton knows. That's it.
How does Adrian feel about
Adrian's
that?
not with you on this one, bro.
I knew.
I'm with you, though. Don't worry about it. I stand by you. I defend you when this happens.
Well, to be fair, I knew Adrian wouldn't be with
Yeah.
me.
I'm with you, dude. All
Well,
the
he's
way.
a very principled
He is.
person.
Yeah, he has morals and shit.
Yeah, well, that's better. He has principles with morals.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just have principles.
I just have morals.
But if you had morals,
That's why you're more godly.
then how could you feed into your friend doing what I
What
did?
you did?
Yeah.
Because, dude.
It's not me.
My morals. I have morals, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say they were good ones. I have very simple morals, like do what you want. Be a good person. You were a good person.
I was.
You were helping people.
I was.
Alleviate stress and pain.
Yes.
Like,
Loneliness.
yeah, loneliness, you
Yeah.
know? You're basically a saint. You slept with her like a saint would.
I did.
Yeah. Saint Francis. All up in the all up in it.
I hate you. Oh man. Yeah. Now
It was a fun trip.
you know what made that
enjoyed
trip
myself.
even better? If
More
better. If myself
better is redundant.
So I was correct the first time.
Yeah. When more was the answer to your question, not a statement into which.
Okay. Is it if myself or you slept with that?
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, bro.
I know who you're talking
That
about.
Eastern European waitress. And
or
you-
Edwin.
and by the way, I still
I would
believe
have left the room for you, Edwin.
I still believe if any three of us had legit cash flow, she would have slept with us.
Absolutely. She seemed like one of those people. You got the money? All right, honey. And boom, there it is. Right there.
Yo, bro, she's the type of woman. I put money, even if she was interested. The moment she found out we were on the second floor, she would have.
Get off the elevator now, baby. We only on the second floor. I know. We're slumming it with the fucking people tonight.
Yo, doesn't she look like that type?
Fucking scum class tonight, baby. Don't worry, I'm just staying here for the night. My room's on the 9th floor. Don't worry about it.
Bro, it's
I would have been hitting up Francis. Francis, I need that key from your friend.
Yo, bro,
You
you know
need
what's
the
so,
balcony.
you know what's so fucked up? Dude, when we were in that moment and I thought she might have been interested in one of us, I was literally in my head saying, yo, if she's down for the get down, we're getting my ma's room and they're spending
Mom, you gotta fucking piss off, yo.
because yo, bro, she came off as we can never 100% know, but I had such a strong feeling that let's say like everything went well and then she asked you, so what's your room number? Legit,
I would have lied.
No,
100% lied.
but the difference between us saying second and my ma's 7th floor would have been the difference between yes and no. I really believe that.
I would have told her we're just in the slums. Like, yo, it's fucking, we out here in these streets, the favelas, all right?
What's that?
It's like Brazil, like fucking.
Oh, that slum area?
Yeah, slum areas.
That's always shot in films and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is one of the most I think it's a not a beautiful part, but I think it's a really cool part of
From a far view, it looks beautiful, but in the...
No, I mean like in as to say what it is itself, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Like aesthetically, I wouldn't say it's pleasing, but it's just like people who are trying to survive, you know what I mean?
The concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't fucking have the lady.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, use that one.
We stay in contact.
Oh, I'm out, Francis. I gotta go.
She actually watches the podcast.
Oh, good. She'll know what I'm talking about. You got them Coca-Colas, yo?
Oh, yeah, it was Coke, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Coke. I know, because you brought me a can.
Yo, because she got it for me.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing.
Because-
You obviously don't remember the joke, then.
No, because she overheard you guys in the background. That's why she got it.
No. You brought us Cokes, right?
Yeah.
And then the next day, you were talking on the phone with her. And I was like, yo, Francis, see if you can get us more Cokes. And you're like, you said something where you were like,
No, but didn't I bring some Cokes? Because I remember...
that was the day before.
No,
or the
but-
night before.
No, but I'm saying I brought Cokes from...
You did bring Coke that day too as well.
Yes.
But that's also because I told you, I was like, yo, Francis, ask her for some Cokes. And you're like, oh, my friend wanted me to ask her. And I said, no, Francis, it's for you. And then you go, well, apparently I like Coca-Cola and I like drinking Coca-Cola now or something. And then I go, well, apparently you want a foot in your ass too, I guess. And then that's what the joke was. And everyone was fucking sitting there dying.
I remember that.
Yeah, and everyone was fucking dying. And
No.
then you brought us Cokes later that day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
you brought
what
us
I was-
more Cokes. Yeah, yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah. You shouldn't have brought us the Cokes to begin with, because then I knew where my treasure hoard was. I'm like a dragon, dude. Once I get a hoard, I just sit on it. It's mine.
Huh. I that's one of my favorite vacations.
It was fun. For everything that it was, I did have fun on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were obviously some low points, especially for Edwin.
Yeah, I was sick the whole fucking.
That sucked. That's one of my biggest fears when I go traveling, is the fact that I'm gonna get sick.
But bro, their reasoning was such bullshit.
What was it again?
It was so nobody else gets infected.
Yeah, you were quarantined to the room so nobody else got
But it makes no
sick.
sense that you two can fucking
Because we could still leave. Yeah, that made no sense. That's why I was like, are we quarantined? And everyone's like, they didn't say. And Francis is like, nah, they didn't say, so we're good to go. And we were good to go, which made no sense at all.
Which, by the way, it ended up being food poisoning, right?
It had to be, because nobody else caught it. Me and you were perfectly fine. And we were the only ones in contact.
But I could have told you that was food poisoning
From all the fucking chocolate cake he ate.
and the
The
symptoms.
ganache.
It wasn't even cake. It was like
I think it was a mixture of everything. Yeah.
No, but just his symptoms.
Yeah, because it was mainly just nauseating
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
And then a slightly higher temperature, which is going to happen when you are in that state.
yeah, when your body's all over the place like
Yeah.
that.
I'd love to pay $50 for a pill.
Yeah.
Fucking pill.
That's it. Didn't they give you like a gift certificate too?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the trip, they gave you like a certificate that's like, oh yeah, if you book another cruise with us, you get like $200 off or something like that. But it expired like at the
was-
end of 2020 or something.
It was
like
only
that.
1 year.
It was only 1 year, so it expired by now. But I know I'm just saying, and that's funny.
Well,
that
it
fucking
might
COVID
not
came.
have with COVID because
They might have extended.
yeah.
For all in all, I had fun on the trip. I wish we had done more, and there are things I wish we didn't do, but
Yo, the two things I regret are those two Russian women.
I know which ones you're talking about. Everyone speaks fucking
Bro,
emojis.
you know how
should have
many-
just fucking hit cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. Squirt, squirt, squirt. And then the emoji with the tongue sticking out, they would have knew, bruh. All in all, though, I still think it was a fun trip. How many hot dogs did I eat?
Yeah, that's I will not understand that.
They were decent. They weren't hot dogs. They were like sausages.
No,
more
they
or
were
less,
sausages,
but
yeah.
they called them hot dogs.
Yeah.
But they were good. That one had a cake more than anything.
To be fair though, that cake was good.
That cake was good, but I had one and I was done. Like, it was so sweet. Everyone was just like, after he had eaten 4 of them the next morning, let me get another ganache. Like, bro.
Yo, and did he have a ganache after getting sick as well?
Yeah, he did.
No,
It was.
Well, fuck me over with the milk. I'm telling you, you let that shit out. That fucking got me bad.
Blame it on the milk.
It was.
I mean,
Shit outside, you got warm. Warm milk outside.
Yo, I still remember. I was fucking asleep. Francis comes in the middle of the night, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And the door is just open, and all I hear is the fucking pillow.
I don't know how you didn't smell it, bro.
That's
Somebody
what-
was passing gas, and I think it was his ass.
I smell nothing.
Literally.
dude. I think it was. I didn't smell anything, dude. I just remember waking up in the middle of the night, and you doing that, and you're like, it fucking stinks, and I'm like, all right.
Bro, I kid you not. The moment I opened the door, it was as if a hot box of rotten eggs
It was probably both of us, dude.
just hit me in the fucking face. And you know how long it took to air out the room?
Yeah, I know, because the door was open the entire time.
30 minutes.
Eh,
30 minutes.
That's on you, dude. You could have just plugged your nose, went to sleep. Could have stayed at the gym.
Yeah, because that was the night I went to the gym.
Yeah, you went to you were like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm like, I'm too. My whole sleep schedule was fucked up that trip too.
Well,
Like, I was going to sleep way too early. Like, it was like 7 o'clock, and I was going to sleep, and then I was waking up way before you guys. Like, you guys were waking up like early, 7, 8 o'clock. I was waking up at like 3 a.m.
really?
I was up almost every day at like 3, 4, 8, 3, sometimes even 2 a.m.
That blows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it worked out for the schedule we had because we had to be back on the boat anyways by that time.
Yeah.
Because you notice every single time we got back on the boat, I was pretty much going back to sleep. The restaurant food. Remember the duck I had?
The actual restaurant, not the buffet,
Yeah.
right?
The buffet was okay.
No,
a lot of things they did wrong, but it was okay.
No, but bro, that was one of because that was the 5th, 6th cruise I went on. From what I can recall, that was the best restaurant food. The
That
buffet was
restaurant
the
food.
worst, but the restaurant food, yo,
For the worst buffet, that wasn't that bad. There were some items that weren't edible, like
Yeah.
I just couldn't eat them. But all in all, it wasn't that bad, I would say.
well, the reason why I was such a fan of the buffet is because all the previous buffets were top notch, and even my mom made a comment saying this buffet feels off.
yeah, she did.
But the restaurant, and which day when I kept ordering
Lobster. We kept ordering lobster. You had like 4 or 5, and I had like 3, and I was
Yes.
done.
But bro, it's free. We're paying for it anyways.
I wish I had known about that when I ate the duck, because I could have ate so much of that duck.
I remember that. Yeah,
That it was duck on French toast, and it was the best thing. I still to this day is probably one of the best things I've ever eaten.
it was really that good.
It was that fucking good, dude. I would eat that again in a heartbeat.
I've never had duck. What did it taste like?
Yeah, it has its own flavor. I would
Oh, it
say so.
does?
Yeah, yeah. It's just, it was like one of the most tender meats I've ever eaten, though.
I was about to say it looked tender as hell.
It was
Yeah.
the most tender meat I've probably ever eaten. Like, it was good. Like I said, I had fun. I think we paid a bit too much for that experience. Well, I mean, but there was the cruise plus everything that was included. It was like,
And the length of the cruise too.
yeah, it was 2 weeks, which wasn't bad. But I still feel like it went by so quickly, though.
Bro, you know what's crazy? It's one of those things when I look back at it, I can't believe it's been so long ago.
Yeah, it's already been a year, over a year.
over a year.
Yeah.
I'm being serious to where we could actually enjoy
I'm also, yeah, we're gonna enjoy a lot of things.
the
Like
actual.
some Italian sausages.
I'm going to enjoy the actual Italian sausage. I'm not enjoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy some Italian sausage.
Okay, yeah, the actual literal Italian sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Obviously, we would visit Rome, but we would also visit.
So we're going to Rome. You know what? You guys didn't see the Colosseum, right? I mean, you saw it, but we didn't go in it like we were supposed to, right?
You remember-
So we might as well go back.
You remember? I didn't even go.
I know you were pissed. Edwin was split from us at that point.
Lost me. No, you guys left me. I went
He
back.
he keeps saying we left him when
No,
we were
he-
literally standing still and he left us.
I went
Yeah,
to
he-
school 'cause I
Yeah, but Edwin, you like you just said, you left the group. The group did not walk away from you. You walked away from the
us.
group.
Yes.
I was like 2 feet for you guys.
No, you weren't, because you would have been able to spot us then.
I was in a fucking machine literally behind you guys. Or in like a fucking.
We didn't see you at all.
Bro, we waited 10 minutes.
And not only
10
that,
minutes.
Edwin, when you left, you said, I'm gonna go get some food. Fuck it. That was literally your words. So we didn't know what you were gonna.
Food. Like, okay, I'm gonna get that. It's full of shit.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us. That's the thing. There were so many places you could have been. It was like, where the fuck's Edwin in this sea of thousands of people? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
and one of the places we looked was the spot you supposedly went to as well. The food truck or whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't remember, in all honesty. I'm sorry we left you, Edwin, if that makes you feel better, even though we did not leave you. But I'm sorry, okay?
See, I left. No, yeah, you.
you split from the group.
Yeah, we both split.
Yeah, you guys both did.
Yeah.
Edwin first, then you.
So when I got lost, yo, bro, I got legit lost. I had to, dude. I was.
dude, your mom and fucking your mom's friend would have been lost if it wasn't for me. Because no one can read a fucking map, apparently.
Well, that's how I got home because I read the map.
The map was so simple. This is the train. You get off here. All right. Well, this is this street. Walk 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down. 2 blocks to the right. That's all you have to do.
And you see, this is why I've learned with my mom. The reason why I've become so calm is because of her. When she has somebody who's not calm around her,
That's the thing. She takes that persona.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that with her friend. Her friend is like, oh my God, yo. Remember when her friend got lost in fucking Greece? She just walked ahead of us. It was Athens.
But she also got lost at when we were in Israel. When we went to that big shopping spot.
Israel. Oh, yes, when we were in Jerusalem. Yeah. I remember that.
Because she walked off.
Yeah,
from
we were
us.
in the Damascus, and we were literally like stay together, and she just fucking booked it right in.
And then we
right ahead
lost
of us.
her, and then
Yeah.
we waited 30 minutes outside. And
Oh, that's right. We were waiting at the gate for her. We never found her, right?
No.
She had to get back to the boat by herself, and then her and your mom were like at it, and I'm just like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm still not apologizing to this taxi motherfucker.
I'm glad you brought that up. I stopped giving a fuck about her the moment she pulled that taxi shit.
Yep, same here.
The taxi dude said he was going to pull up here.
Which he didn't.
And you're getting on us because he pulled up in an area where no matter where we were, we wouldn't have saw unless we were directly.
Well, not only that, we were looking at that spot. There's no way he was there for more than a minute or two.
Bro,
because
he
we
wasn't
were
there,
looking at that
period.
spot constantly. And then, not only that, if like my thing was, well, he dropped us off right here, so I know you can pull over and stay right. And it's a big ass black Mercedes van. Like, we're not gonna miss it.
But bro, he pulled up in the cut near that restaurant.
Yeah, and then we were like, what, 50 feet from the spot he said we were going to meet us? And the thing is, if you were here, you would have saw us too. If you had stopped and looked, you would have saw us.
Yeah.
And then exactly. They came literally from around the corner. Where are you guys at? What do you mean? We're literally standing on the spot you said to stand on. And they're like, we've been waiting. Apologize. Man, fuck that. You apologize. Fuck that. I'm sorry that fucking he wasted his time, but I'm not going to apologize because he wasn't in the right spot. I don't get that.
He was the one who told us that he was going to be right there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If I tell you, hey, Francis, I'm going to meet you at your house, and I'm at your neighbor's house for 2 hours waiting for you, what the fuck are you supposed to do?
And how are you going to get mad at me when
I'm not in the spot I told you I was going to meet you at? Exactly. Well, the thing was, he wasn't mad, too. That's why I'm not mad at him at all.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was cool about it.
But
it was her. And it was just like, are you a fucking idiot or something? And then remember when she started talking about aliens? I think that was the exact same ride home.
It was.
Yeah, it was like, well, not ride home, but ride there. Yo, that shit was funny, dude. Once that taxi shit happened, though, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this person.
I agree.
Yeah. I was mainly watching out for, like, you two guys and your mom. That's it. Like, everyone else, there was just on one other person. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
My mom still to this day says she can't, because the reason why my mom
Invited her.
Well, it was supposed to be just their trip, and the reason why she invited us is because she went on 2 vacations before with her and said she was cool, calm, and collected. So I'm like, okay.
Not that time.
I don't know, bro.
Which I think is funny because she didn't do shit either. Like, she did nothing the entire trip.
Well, she did nothing normally with... I'm just going to say this. All my bad experiences on that trip dealt with her.
My thing is, though...
Bro, you remember that one trip when we went to that one Greek island and we could have just...
one island that we really liked?
No, the island where if we just went 50 feet to the left of the ship...
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that where you could get in the water.
Yeah.
Because all we wanted to do was get in the water. And he was like, I'll take you to a good beach. And we're like, all right.
And then...
He drove us literally around the entire island.
But then he said if you want to go to a good beach, it's going to be another 100 whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like...
He was like, I can take you to an okay beach.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And then when we drove back, it literally took half the time. And the cruise ship was right there with a little tiny beach next to it. Yeah. That was the last taxi we took.
There's a reason.
And I was the one who paid for it, too.
Well, in the end, we all ended up...
Because he didn't even take card. He had to take cash, too.
Yeah, bro.
This place is a fucking joke. Not this place. The taxis are a fucking joke.
I remember when we got off, me and you specifically said, we're just going to walk around.
Yeah, we did. And they're like, oh, let's take a taxi. And I'm like,
and then
if everyone else was, then, you know.
Not only that, what my mom and her friend were saying that the dude was saying is like, oh, technically it's a good deal. Until at the end of the ride, he says, if you want to actually go where you wanted to go, it's even more money.
Yeah, because he drove us all the way up the cliff first, right?
Yeah, but in order to get there, it would have to be down the cliff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, bro, you said we're going to a good beach for this price. Now you want...
Yeah.
I was more mad at him than my mom.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, because you know you're it's a tourist thing. You know, you're in that area. You don't know what to believe. So someone tells you, you take it on good faith. All in all, like I said, I still enjoyed the trip. There are certain things I wish I did and certain things I wish I didn't do. So,
yo, bro, we were able to see the clear beach with the all white buildings. The place where we said, yo, we would move if we were going to move to island. This would be the
Mykonos.
city. Mykonos, bro.
Yeah, we gotta go to Santorini next. That's like one of the other islands that people love.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the one where you see like houses are like built in the caves and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like it's very like Instagram famous and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I would say Mykonos might have been my favorite. Bro,
it was my favorite place to be in, hands down, because it was small enough where you could reach anything you wanted, but still big enough where you could explore. And it's where birds shit on my sneakers. I take that to heart, dude. Them shits were like not even a week old, and the shit never came out. By the way,
really?
I washed those sneakers like 4 times. They never came out.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, bro. Man, fuck that bird.
The thing that I was so fascinated with, every single native woman had either green sea eyes or blue sea eyes.
Yeah.
And I was so mesmerized by that.
I'm just wondering if I'm gonna have any godsons or daughters anytime soon.
Because of Adrian?
No, because of you.
Bro, I'm not having... I don't see it in my future.
Yeah, I do. I can see you as a father.
I'm not saying I do too. It's just I don't see... There's a big missing piece, bro.
Oh, absolutely. I skipped over all of it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, yeah, it's a piece you need, but it's not a piece I need to see the future.
Well, I said, dude, I think you would be a great father.
Yeah, but I probably won't be. I don't want to say never, but I probably won't be. I don't want to be a father.
Oh, you don't
I
want
think
to?
I'd be a good father, too, if I'm not fucking fighting my own kid, but yeah.
So you don't think or you don't want?
I can't say I don't think because, I mean, you know, mistakes happen, everything happens, crazy things happen all the time. I could change my mind tomorrow, you never know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, currently, I do not want to be a father.
Why?
I've warmed up to the idea more.
Is it because of your
Since a couple years ago? Not really. I just warmed up to it. Like, you know, kids are okay. But at the same time, it's still, that's a lot, yo. And my thing is, and my biggest thing is you got to have, you know it, you got to have a kid with the right person. Because having a kid with the wrong person is, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying
It'll change
it's
your
going to
life.
be a hell of a lot harder than having a kid with the right person. So
It'll change. If you have a kid with the wrong person, your life will never be the same.
I mean, either way, your life's never going to be the same.
No, but I'm saying that in a negative manner, not in a positive.
Yeah. So
Because
it really just depends.
if you have a kid with the right person, even if it's at the wrong time, that right person will make it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You guys will work together
Yeah.
to deal with the situation instead of you guys working separately to deal with the situation. I was hoping you have a kid soon.
Yo, it's so funny too because
None of my friends have kids besides Colton.
because when I was in high school, everybody thought I would be one of the first people to have.
Yeah, no, because you was out here in these streets when you should have been in these sheets. Or you're out in the sheets when you should have been in the streets. There you go. But Francis, you're telling me you slept with her knowing she was with somebody else?
She told me she was.
She told me the famous words.
She told me she was on the bill.
She
No.
told me she loved me.
No, because
She told me she was 18.
I
That's the
can't-
most famous one.
I can't tell you what the reality was. I can only tell you what I knew in the moment.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You don't have all the facts, especially when you're that young.
Yeah.
You know, your hormones are nuts. You're just trying to do the
And I just
hokey
broke.
pokey dokey.
I just broke up with my first ever girlfriend. Okay, with that, guys, we're going to end this episode of the Boner Show.
What episode number is it?
19.
Damn it. I didn't think he would know, but he knew. I don't know, but
Yeah.
he knew.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Had to ask you quickly.
Yeah. Well, like with every video, we're going to do the 5-finger rhino thrust. It should be like, oh,
It's a fisting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fisting up the butthole.
I didn't say that, but it was a fisting.
Yeah. Okay, so number 1, like or dislike the video.
There's 5 things I win.
Number 2, subscribe to our channel. Number 3, if you do subscribe, you might as well hit the bell.
The bell. Bring, bling, bring, bring.
Ring a ding ding.
Ring a ding, ding, a ding, 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 dong, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, share to any and everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
This buffalo.
Your cat,
This buffalo.
your grandfather.
This buffalo.
And last but not least, comment on anything and everything in this video. Heck, as Jordan likes to say, even if it's about some banana pills, comment on that too.
I did say that. Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
Well, yeah,
technically you said
that sound-
banana.
Yeah, I was say I didn't say banana peels, but
Yeah.
it definitely said bananas. That
Yeah.
definitely sounds like something I would say.
Yeah, it is something you say.
It's something I did say. And that means 5 things that you take, right? And you grab a hold of them. And then you thrust those 5 things into YouTube and you get our beautiful channel that we call Rhinos and Aliens.
LOPH and
Ladies
Cadoodle.
love something. A cadoodle for the old the Don.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
We did. I said Cadoodle.
Razzle dazzle.
I said Cadoodle last time.
I know,
Oh, okay.
but I just wanted to make my ode out to him.
Got you.
Yeah, he's not here at the beginning of this beautiful 2021.
I really love you, bro. I love you. Okay, LOPH and Cadoodle, guys.
See you guys.
Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.